Hey, this is Mark here at SharpWorks. I want to go through a sharpening device that's super handy. Most people know how to use it, but just kind of want to go over it and share my thoughts on it. What I'll be covering is the traditional strop, what it is, some benefits to it, and then some basic, how to use it and why is it so handy. Well, before I started sharpening, I was like, what is a strop and why use it? It doesn't seem that effective because what does really leather rubbing against a knife have to do with sharpening? But what I found with it is it has a huge impact on sharpening, and it makes your knives go from sharp to very sharp. It kind of puts that extra little bit of sharpness in it that I've had a hard time getting on a stone. So what it is, it's just a piece of cow leather. It's double-sided. There's the grain side and the flesh side. So essentially the grain side is the outside of the cow, and the flesh side is the inside of the cow. So I tend to use the flesh side. It has a little bit more texture to it. It grabs onto the compound, which goes along with it quite well. And the compound, what it is, it's essentially a glorified crayon, and it has abrasive particles embedded in it. And when it solidifies, those particles are suspended in it. So with the leather piece, what you do is you color on the compound like this, and you just give it a coating all across it. And then your strop is essentially ready to go. Some of the benefits of stropping are, like I said earlier, is it just puts on the final touch on the sharpening process. Now you would use this at the end of the sharpening process. So after you formed your edge, after you've sharpened it on a high grit stone, after you've done that, then you would use a strop on it. The main difference I pick up on after I've stropped is the knife goes from sharp to super sharp. So where it would shave my arm before, then after stropping, the hairs will actually pop off of my arm. So it's almost like there's a little spring in the hair, the knife hits it and the hair just pops off. Another benefit of the strop is it removes micro burrs or micro damage to your blade. So if there's like tiny little imperfections from the previous stone, it will polish those and smooth them out, giving it a little bit more edge on it. It also provides a final polish. So after you've sharpened with a high grit stone, it'll be pretty shiny, but after you strop it, you start seeing more of the hints of a mirrored finish on it. And I'm sure you can get there with a super high grit stone, but the strop is also a way to get there. A final great thing about a strop is it's easy to use. All you have to do is you set it down on a counter and you put the knife on it and you just do 10 passes away from the edge, and you do it on one side and then you switch sides and you do it again. A quick tip that everyone finds out when they first start stropping is you never go into the leather because that will just cut the leather. So after that, this knife was already sharpened. It's now, I'm sure, super sharp. But that's just a quick intro on stropping. Please check out my other videos. I go into some of the sharpeners that help with getting the knife to the point where you can strop. They're sharpeners that I've designed. They help you keep the right angle. They give you the right stones and then also guide you through the right technique. So please check them out.